6-0 or 7-0 dream. They were the first ones to actually take a series off of UBC. That was just something to watch yesterday.
Yeah, that was an absolutely insane performance from UT Dallas, taking on the big dogs, and also a very clean series from Judge Judies, taking out their UCI rival counterparts in a clean 2-0 sweep. So, Coco, we have a very exciting match today. What should the viewers expect?
I'm saying we're gonna go to 5 maps. These two teams have been looking so good. UT Dallas beat UBC, the best team in the circuit at that time. And now they're in the grand finals up against Judge Judies. Judge Judies yesterday had the first ever, I believe in this entire circuit, 12-round half. They just picked up 12 rounds in one half. And that was it. I mean, sure, they then went on a little bit of a losing streak once the second half came round. But still, first half, flawless defense on Ascent. And Ascent is our first map. And guess who's on defense? Oh, it's Judge Judy. It's the 12-0 guys. So, I mean, UT Dallas, they have quite the mountain to climb and quite the defense to break through. And their attack, well, they didn't actually get to play Ascent yesterday. They only played Bind and, what's this? Haven.
Yes.
Yes.
Judge Judy's, going back to your point earlier, that 12-0 stomp against Looters Fan Club, they looked unstoppable. Even when it looked a little bit dire, everyone on their team took their turn clutching up 1v2, 1v3, 1v1 situations. So I'm excited to see if they can continue that performance. Obviously a different team and maybe a little bit more prepared UT Dallas on the attacking side. Yeah. I'm not sure which team chose map. If I had to guess, it was UT Dallas and
that's bold against
Judge Judy's. Yeah, Judge Judy's obviously sticking with their defense. It's going to be a tough game for UT Dallas if they can't take some rounds off of Judge Judy's. I'm not expecting them to take a round lead, but you definitely have to be in the 4 to 5 ballpark if you want to stay competitive against them on the attacking side.
Yeah, I'd say 5 is probably a good number to go for, because then it's 5 to 7. You can get some rounds pulled together, like that swing round. As soon as you get that going in your favor, you're then up against a light buy and you pretty much get a free round as you're bringing those rifles with you. And my prediction for when the agents we're going to see, Sova. Sova has been so deadly. These players have been putting every little bit of his kit to work. Biff yesterday, I'm a person as well. Just unbelievable performances on Sova. His Hunter's Fury is a little bit lackluster about 50% of the time, but that other 50% of the time, it really performs. And his recon dart, as well as his shock dart, and that drone, all of his utility is just so good for gaining that information. Cypher and Sage, absolutely. Brimstone, we've seen him go a little bit, he's been missing in some of these. But Omen, another great agent to pick up.
Absolutely. We are getting underway here. And Coco, those were zoning ults, not meant to hit people, but to intimidate the other team. So either way, getting value out of that ultimate ability. Hunter's Fury. I'm excited. We've seen a lot of pro teams opt for Sova in place of Cypher on this map, just because of, I'm not sure if it's the angles or the map orientation, but definitely an effective agent.
Yes, a very effective agent. He is lethal.
All right, we are in game here, so let's check out the team compositions. Go Zig, opting for that comfort pick back. We, per our interview last night, we know that Raze is his go-to agent, and we saw some insane use of utility. And Unshaken also proving himself as a sub yesterday, helping his team pull the upset off against UBC Premier, and also a very strong agent with him. So we will see both these teams get underway right now, get into action. It's looking like they have some mid pressure. UT Dallas working their way around mid and a little bit in A main. They will have to deal with the Cypher. And we know how deadly Looter can be with these traps and with the Cypher utility. Ooh, a sneaky cam hidden in Wine. That is going to be tough to see and find out from UT Dallas. Shots going out towards mid. No one going down just yet.
What? I think they saw that camera. Making his way up short. Nade will come through. Not gonna connect on anyone. Baiting out a lot of utility here. On both sides. Still slow towards A. The rotations are tentative from the defense. And now GoZig, he's going to open up this round onto Yakuza. Oh, but he misses the follow-up shots. But Looter will not miss, able to pick up one onto Adolfo. And now Shabu also following through, and Looter as well. Oh, they clean that one up, and their defense is looking awesome as always. First round pickup. And now the second round will most likely follow in the pistol round's footsteps. We won't see a force buy, I imagine.
Yeah, probably no force up here. I think both teams just trying to feel each other out. And especially so early in the series, I don't think UT Dallas needs to do anything as risky as that.
Yeah, light buy, they're leaving the spike behind. It's still in their spawn, but hey. I like this early nade from GoZig. It does quite a bit of damage. Almost... Oh, Ryun follows up on the Lamb, but Lamb took so much from that grenade. And Shabu, he does have the stinger. You like to see that. And oh, picking up two more. It's just classics. It's gonna be a slaughter, and it's all onto Yakuza. He gets one, but meh. Not really able to do too much. Ooh, recovers the Spectre. Good for him. Upgrading his weapon just a little bit, but now it's round 3, and it is the swing round. It's time for you to pick up a round if you are UT Dallas. They do have the operator on Biff. Yesterday, this man was deadly. He wasn't whiffing a single shot. And we will see if he will be able to repeat that performance. And Sage also picking up an operator, so double op there. Very expensive setup. And nade does come through, won't do any damage. Forces Yakuza back just a little bit. He will smoke off Sage mid. Recon Dart comes through from Biff, won't find anything. And Shock Dart is not going to connect onto Adolfo. Still able to play towards B lobby. Get some of that information, GoZig.
There.
Still stuck on his Spectre. In the attack, they've taken complete mid control. They only have Market and Pizza to worry about. Just playing for time, playing for mistakes. And Biff will find the first mistake, opening it up onto Adolfo, removing the man who was lurking in B main for so very long. Ryun, he's gonna wall himself up. Do they see this coming? Oh, he misses the shot though, so they didn't need to see that one coming. And it's now 4v5. The attack moving towards Cola, able to pick up one onto Shabu. And now back towards mid. That Sage still up on her wall. Could possibly find Cola here, but Cola will be able to make it out. GoZig cleaning up some of these kills, and Looter's journeyman in that pursuit. And Cola still stuck in mid. The last man left. No time. No hope. Just feels like they got stalled out in mid and picked off one by one. Then forced him into just hoping to save this Vandal. They won't chase. They don't have the economy. This has to hurt if it is your swing round. And yeah. Now they have a single hero Vandal. That is the only weapon that they are really going to have. We will see Yakuza picking up his Sheriff. And still double up, triple Phantom. And it's Cola. The only man with a rifle. And ooh, camera. Taken out right away. Still up towards market. Cyber Cage comes out. Flash around the corner. Oh, Biff and Shabu ringing. Oh, and Ryun as well. Oh my. That's 3 gone. They still have the Vandal though, on Cola. They won't have that for long though. Shabu picks that one up. It's just unshaken. Oh, they see him. And, oh, flawless.
I think Unshaken might have been a little shook up from that shot from Ryun. Tried to jiggle peek, but won't get away with it. Ryun has too much trigger discipline to get baited out like that. And this double op setup is really hard to push into. Obviously, that was an econ round, but still, a 4-0, picking up right where they left off. Undefeated, Coco. They've gone 16 rounds undefeated straight on Ascent Defenders. They look really good.
Yeah. I mean, the double up, it's so powerful, but they're just going to dodge it completely. Biff, they know he likes to play B. And they know that Cola likes to play mid. And, oh, Looter able to get that kill on Unshaken. Eddie doesn't get punished. They don't trade it out. Lamb does have ultimate if he wants to commit it here, and I imagine he will. Trying to spam out some of these traps. Looter does get a nice little heal up from his Sage. But you're starting to feel like UT Dallas, they're falling into the same pitfall of, you know, they don't win that early fight, and so now they're just very worried to drop another man, but they just end up getting picked off, one by one. Playing so slow, letting these rotations come in. And they're gonna have to be careful not to walk into these operators and lose more men. Ryu not playing his cheeky wall boost. Oh, he's gonna go for it though. Oh, he was thinking about it. He pulled out the wall. He was thinking.
Joke's over.
Maybe. Does decide against it. We do see the aggression right through Garden, and that nade will come right through. And that will only be his little clone. And Cybercage comes through. Oh, they spot him. Eldolfo immediately picks up him. And oh my goodness, Shabu and Looter coming through, and now it's all on Yakuza. He's just gonna try and get the spike down, then try and clutch it out, but he's blind, and he is now dead. 5-0 on Ascent.
Wow, that
This is their map.
That was a really great hold from Looter, especially, and a great retake coming out from Shabu there. But wow, Looter stopping that push, gets the first kill on, I think it was Unshaken at the beginning of the round. Caught him on that A main boost, takes him out, trades, and then gets 2 more kills on that fast A push. So really, really impressive stuff. I know there's a lot of Looter fans in chat, so I'm sure they appreciated that play.
And I'd like to point out, Biff only has 3 kills and he has no deaths. It's because they're just completely dodging him. They haven't even touched B main yet. And oh my goodness, Ryun, nasty, nasty shot through smoke there. And, well, Biff, he's still not going to get any action whatsoever. And they run into Gozig, able to pick up one, but not the second one. Frenzy will come out on top, Looter on the backside. Oh, Aldolfo, he's run out of ammo. That's so embarrassing, but Unshaken will get that one. And, oh, trying to make it underneath the door, Aldolfo! Oh, no, they have to break down their very own door. A minute on the clock. Recon comes out. That'll tell them exactly where they are. And oh no! Unshaken. This man is shaken in his boots, and he will be picked up by Shabu. Oh my goodness.
Coco, that has to feel so bad for Unshaken. Had the double kill lined up, and it looked like he just hesitated for half a second and dropped out of the air. Oh, you hate to see it. But another round for Judge Judies.
Are they going triple up? I thought I saw 3 ups at one point. I guess not.
No.
Only double up. Biff now 3-1-0. He just hasn't seen any action.
Biff probably in the comms going, hey guys, let me get a piece of this.
Hey guys, why don't they go B? Are they scared of me? Am I the problem here?
I'm sure he's content to be 6-0 on this first map. Really strong start for Judge Judies.
It's all about the team play, not your KD. Craft dinner is never that important. Well, it's just slow mid play once again. This hasn't worked out so far, but they will try and make it work out this time. I like the paranoia and then push in. Go Zig. He's now in a little bit of trouble and ooh, he gets Yakuza though. They don't have Rez and Looter. This man is held so very strong and he's able to at least get up one. And Ryun, what a shot on the Lamb! Through the floor and into his head. And 6-0. Spike is down. Recon Dart is prepped. Gonna tell them everything. No, actually tells them nothing. They shoot it down before they can do anything. 3 versus 2 retake. Unshaken able to get one. Biff takes out Cola. Unshaken going once again in the 2K position. Oh, he only has to kill the Sage now. Sage is gonna drop down, has to wield it like a shotgun. Holds him off. Oh my goodness. Does he have enough? He's holding, he's not on it. Unshaken knows this.
No!
Oh, Ryun. But he has no time! Ryun played himself! Oh no! And he gives up the operator. What a way to lose a round!
That was almost so clutch from Ryun. I think he probably had to stick at least half on the spike to make that play work, but what a heads-up play to use that wall, trap him in. And honestly, I think he might have known the bullet count of Unshaken because he'd never heard the reload sound. So really, really intelligent play, but Unshaken, you know, called his bluff and stuck it out. Great individual play.
He could have gotten it to at least half as Unshaken was struggling to get through that wall initially and then possibly have clutched that one out. But Unshaken, he knew that second time was a fake. And that's our first round. Plenty of economy. They've won 6 in a row. Of course they have money to spare. Satchel charge. Trying to clear out some of these traps, but they aren't down yet.
No more charges left.
Camera going out once again. Aldolfo gonna get some information there. Side of the cage. Allowing them to come back in. Now 3 towards A. We previously just seen it be 2, and now goes Zig. Oh, that's a weird tripwire there, and you don't expect him to be in there, and he picks up 2, and that's all down. All down to Unshaken. Doesn't have the bomb, doesn't have anything, doesn't have... He only has a Vandal, really, and a Satchel Charge. And, well, go Zig. Round the corner with his classic.
Wow. Go Zig. What a sick push through the smoke. Doing his best Stewie 2K impersonation and just surprising them and catching them off guard. That was so intelligent.
I mean, 7-1.
7
this
to
is a really
1.
good half.
You know, Coco, they are doing better than Looter's fan club yesterday. Getting 1 round off of Judge Judies on Defender's Ascent is very impressive. This team has looked unstoppable so far.
Yeah, I mean, it is map 1 though, so not every map is Ascent, so you are under a little bit of pressure here. But it is just a light by. Lamb makes his way out. Yakuza does paranoia off market. That will force Shabu back a little bit. Molly as well, making his life all the harder. Cole able to pick up 1 under Ryun. Right after Ryun got 1 and Biff, he's not gonna miss. Oh, just back and forth and oh yeah, the triple kill for Biff. Finally, he gets to see some action in this half.
Wow, I wish Valorant was that easy for me. Biff
That was
back and forth, easy 3 kills, making the adjustments, and he's 7-2 now. You know, he's contributing. He finally got his piece of the action.
It's just no one was coming to him.
Coco, I think we're in for a very action-packed round here. Both teams have full purchases and 4 ultimates, so things can get crazy here.
Absolutely. And the raises. Well, one of the raids has the ultimate. Ooh, timing shot. Doesn't even bother with it. Biff knows that he just wants to make his way back. And a little bit of a hopeful shot there. And now still moving towards B. Like the wall boost, and he's gonna be rewarded for this. Oh, it nearly lines up that one onto Unshaken. Has to be feeling a little bit nervous as that shot flew right past his shoulder. Yakuza, he's in market. Tabu also making his way over Unshaken able to pick up one, but the Boom Buddy will respond. And ooh, Biff doesn't know about the Sage, doesn't know about Cola. And he does get it now, and wow! Through the smoke with the recon intel, picks up the Sage, and this is just brutal.
Oh,
they only lost one.
Wow, I mean, that was...
9-1.
Yeah.
Okay, don't give these guys defense on Ascent. It's not
I know.
It's not
in a best of 5, I guess it's good to get out of the way quickly.
Yeah, get it over with. Just hope that this isn't the repeat map.
Judge Judies, they cannot be stopped. They will not. They don't give you a single inch on this map.
They have 5 ultimates. They have everything at their disposal.
So I'm curious to see if UT Dallas are going to save these ultimates for their next full purchase or use it on this light buy.
If it can secure the round, I'd say it would definitely be worth it. Yakuza able to force out an op shot there with his ultimate there. Doing some good work. Ryun pushes through the cyber cage, is able to pick him up and outland in the backside. Right by Biff, and he's going to get that operator right back into his hands. Shabu has to be feeling a little bit nervous here as they have lost sight. Paranoia does come out. Cola hidden in his little... Ooh, what a sheriff shot from Yakuza, able to pick that one up. Cyber cage trying to make his way out. Ooh, Rocket threads the needle and splits the wickets. Doesn't get a single thing with that. And now, Rez comes through, but it does nothing. Oh, Lamb with the 3K. Looter responds. And oh, Looter, he's so good. 3K to finish that one off. Nodding his head going, yeah, that's what we do on Ascent. And it's now the final round of the half.
Looter showing up. Looter showing up for all of his fans in chat and everyone a part of Looter's fan club. Wow, what a sick 1v2 clutch.
They have 4 ultimates now on the attack. They have the ult advantage.
All right, let's see if they use it. Last round, must use.
Have a buy. They have everything they need. And we have 4 ops. Unbelievable.
More ops equals more kills, Coco.
More opportunities. Oh. Surprised he didn't buy himself an Odin and try and wall spam that. Do you like to see this aggression from Lamb? Looks like the barrel was spotted by Shabu, so he's not gonna do anything as dangerous as that. Yakuza prepping the TP, I like this. Making his way over, Unshaken, able to remove Biff right off the bat, and Shabu trading back omens.
I know exactly.
And, oh, Ryun, this cyber cage is just ruining his day. And now a 4v3 retake. And the 2 people with ultimates are dead. And now the res comes through on the Lamb. Lamb, he might just be slaughtered right off the bat. And yes, he will be. Looter able to pick that one up. And Looter, so deadly still, a 4v3. They have to blow up the wall. They have to do something. They have to make this work. Looter pushes through the smoke and gets removed immediately by Yakuza. And oh, the flick back doesn't quite work out. And now it's all coming up green. And oh, it all comes up green. Go Zig or go home. We were talking about his Raze. It feels like whenever this man picks Raze, it's just, it's so disgusting. 11-1. It's not a 12-0.
It's not a
12-0.
Oh, Judge Judies, you're slacking. What's going on? Oh my goodness.
I thought you were going to say UT Dallas is slacking. That makes way more sense.
No, Judge Judies dropped 1 round on defense. That's unacceptable. I'm kidding.
This might be a speed run.
They're doing a speed run through the post-circuit tournament. What a half. Oh my goodness. They, in the last Defenders maps, they have dropped 1 round. That is 23-1 on this Defender side of set. Absolutely insane. And what a retake. What a retake. It was 4, I think it was 5 versus 3 at one point. And then Go Zig in a 1 versus 3 clutched up.
Yeah. Nice early info for Aldolfo as well. He's going to be able to get all of this juicy information. Looter, although punishes him for that Boom Buddy, was able to trade that one out a little bit earlier. And, ooh, Unshaken underneath the door. Oh, that feels bad, man. Now Cola, the man to try and frag out Ryun, jumping shots him with that classic 3 burst. Lamb, he's right by the door. He hears all of this. He's just gonna try and spam through. He's just hoping at that point. And oh, the shorty from Yakuza able to pick up the kill on the Biff. Getting a little bit too big for his britches, and now Looter. He will get hit by that, but oh, at a range. Oh, at a range with the shorty. And now it's a 12-1. At least they struggled on attack last time.
It
this
is
time.
looking a little grim, Coco.
You have to force buy. You have to.
Yeah, we have to see ET Dallas force up here in order to continue this map 1. And I think Judge Judies are going to go ham with their purchases. Yep. Maybe opting to end it here, or maybe not. It does look like Ryun is purchasing a Marshal, so not a full purchase of the Spectres in full armor.
Mm-hmm. But I like the force buy. Oh no, Yakuza. Nearly gets picked up there, but he's so close with the bucket! Oh, they line up! Yakuza, you madman!
We have seen Yakuza hold such aggressive angles. Love to see it.
My.
Pays up huge.
And on the back, unshaken. In the cubby. They have to go through the wall. Cola could get the drop on them. I think he's going to do exactly that. Oh, Ryun. A little bit of a jump spot there. Cola is just going to be hiding. Oh, the Guardian not doing enough. Its rework wasn't enough, and Biff! Ooh, so low. Nades come through, down to 5 HP. He has his little drone, but that's not going to help him in this situation as they're just trying to push him down. He has a Bulldog, and he has a map 1 to win, but ooh, unable to do it. Cola with the force buy, able to at least get a second round on the board.
All right, Coco.
No.
Remember my theory from yesterday. No. 1 round becomes 2 rounds. 2
rounds become 4 rounds. 4 rounds becomes taking away map 1. No.
While unlikely, I do think that UT Dallas are well positioned to win this next round. Unfortunately, with the spectator tools, we can't see the purchases, but it looks like Judge Judies don't have full weapons.
Yeah, they're just saving. They're just sheriffs. Sheriff and a hope. Wow, they see that one coming. Ooh, Aldolfo looking to use the first name of Judge Judy's name against them. The first word. Pulling out the judge. Satchel comes through, breaks those traps, and ooh, Aldolfo punishes too. Laying down some judgment. Shorty will come right back out. And Ryun, deadly accurate with that sheriff, able to pick up one there. Now a 3v3 retake. Nade not doing all too much from Unshaken. He's going to be throwing out some of these satchel charges. Having a fight with Biff a little bit. Oh, sees him. Unshaken able to get that kill. And now the wall comes up. This is making life all the more challenging. Lamb, he gets picked up. And oh no. Map 1. It might be over right now. And it will be. That's map 1 done.
Shabu, 4K to close it out. Wow. I mean, that was just
I feel like I just sat down.
I mean, that was just a really well executed push with those with those incomplete purchases. No rifles there. And we saw a really sick shot from Ryun with that sheriff. And then Shabu just took it home. I mean, shorty kill, picks up the Guardian, and then runs with it. So
that took us 24 minutes and 48 seconds.
Yes, a quick first game, but action-packed nonetheless. I mean, Judge Judy's Defender's Ascent, just don't even touch it. I mean, any team who plays it, just don't even. I mean, that was, wow, that was clinical.
That was brutal. Oh my.
So it
with
does
map
look
1
like
done, we are going to be throwing it over to a 10-minute break. Map 2 is, well, we aren't sure as to which map it is going to be, but it will probably be a longer map than this. Hopefully it'll be a longer map than this. And so with that said, we'll be right back after this short break.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Promo Gaming Grand Finals. It's between UT Dallas and Judge Judies. Map 1, the first half, 11-1, your scoreline. And in the second half, it ended at 13-2 in Judge Judy's favor. Their ascent is so brutal to play against. And joining me today, actually, we're switching it up a bit. Giga was here for the first map, and here for the second map, it is my good buddy, K-Mix.
How's it going, everybody? I look like I came in at just the right time to smell the slaughter, because my God. Unfortunately, UT Dallas dropped Ascent last night as well in their semifinal match to get here, but my God, did it not look that rough. And outside of that, Judge Judy's not even necessarily relying on a single fragger. That was a team stomp.
That was insane. Shabu, 18-6, a 3.0 KD on that Omen. What a show from him. Looter as well, holding down that A site. But map 1 is over. We're on map 2 now. It's Haven. What agents do you think we're gonna see?
I think at the very least, UT Dallas is probably going to keep their same picks of, Omen, Omen, Phoenix, the usual safe bets. Probably see Sage. I haven't seen them use Sova too much. Sorry. So I doubt that'll come out. Not expecting to see any Vipers here.
Yeah.
But I think I think it's just going to come down to UT Dallas playing comfortably and as a team and setting themselves up for trades, because if they let Judge Judy's just run the show again like that, all the strategies in the world won't help if you're not hitting your shots and playing confidently.
That is a very good point. We have seen Breach on this map before, and I imagine that we will be seeing a whole bunch of, no Breach, but raises. One for each side, and well, you're talking about the Sova, and guess what? Sova's back.
It's back, baby. Okay, you know what? It's Judge Judy's. They're the one to bring it back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen UT Dallas bring it out, and yeah, there it is. There's Sage, Phoenix, Omen.
Biff.
Yeah, this has pretty much been Adolfo on Cypher. This is their bread and butter, so...
Biff is a gnarly Sova on last map. I mean, he shut down B main completely. You could not go anywhere near B main. And it just forced UT Dallas into trying to take mid round after round, and that was not working. That was not flying up against Ryun.
Yeah, and showing that both him and the rest of his team have earned their spot here in the grand finals of the Promo Gaming Circuit. And right now, we'll see the spike making its way towards short A. The information spotted out, but right now the rotation's still not coming in quite yet. Sova Drone's going to go out to check to make sure no one's going C long, but the spike is in fact going to commit C. The rotate coming in. First kill, Yakuza drops to Shabu. First of many kills, I'm sure, and there's the first headshot traded out 1-1 now. Unshaken getting the first on the looter. Zig onto Lamb. 3-on-3 situation, 3-on-4 situation, but the spike's still not down. A minute left on the clock, and running out of utility to stall with. Zig massive with the 3K, gonna push the spike back into short A, and there it will stay as Cola falls like the rest of his team. Round 1 on the board for the defense.
Judge Judy's are feeling it. You can tell. Just
Yeah, absolutely.
Looter and Shabu taking those fights, going, you know what? We're only the 2 people on A, but we got this. And they did. They absolutely had that round in the bag. The rotations come through, and it's just a mop-up. And round 2, light by territory, and classics for the attackers here. As, they're just gonna probably look to get the spike down, and that's it. And not a single one buying anything but a classic. Even that Boom Buddy's gonna be a little bit challenging to take down. Cola. He has the wall. He can wall them off and get the spike down. We'll have to fight against 2 tripwires. They're playing B for retake. Rather, most of them are playing B for retake, but Shabu on the Phoenix as opposed to the Omen. And Cola, oh no. Still able to survive there, but just with a sliver of HP and no longer as the SMGs come through. Lamb, he only has a classic and he's at long range. There's only 3.
That Sova drone over towards Long C has given the defense so much information about where the attack is not, and they're just surrounding him.
It's over. You can't do anything. It's flawless.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that's, you know, all you want to see on the round like this. You buy your SMGs, you take your medium to long range fights, and you don't give anything free to a team that's just scrambling to get anything. And UT Dallas there was hoping to do some economic damage, didn't even get that, as Judge Judies brings all of the equipment, all of the guns in to round 3.
And Biff, round 3 operator.
Yeah, you
This
love
man
to
is
see it.
bringing it out. He's bringing it out towards C, so he might just catch Lamb here, but I mean, this is a very, very early on op.
Yeah, we've seen Sova try to use his drone early and often to get information without sacrificing a body peek. So we'll see whether he chooses to be aggressive or a bit more passive in this instance, as it'll be the first time both teams have a full gun setup. And there goes the drone. Checks around in the shadow, clears that corner, but runs out of time before running in. It is gonna just
didn't need to check that smoke as much.
Yeah, wasted a little bit of time there for sure, but he will just sit there. But it matters not at the moment. That tense battle will continue to go on as the shoulder peaks will come out, but the spike is over towards A. Unshaken starts to clear out the short A angles, and here it goes. Luther's going to try to peek around for some information, throws out some more tripwires, but might get caught with his pants down if he watches his camera for too long. Doesn't spot them before they already all make their way through, and Sewer is going to be full of rats now, as they can push in at any time. Only 35 seconds left on the clock, though. The Spike is watching long. They don't see the camera since it's not in use, so depending on the timing here, this could be massive. Cypher has to do so much alone here to stop the site from being overtaken. They get through the cage already. Unshaken goes down for the team. Traded out by Yakuza, though. That flashbang not going to do enough to stop UT Dallas. Fuse is lit.
No way.
Doesn't get the jump. Zig trying his best to be cheeky here and is going to run through.
Oh, he's still going to get Cola.
Oh, Cola goes flat in the corner. There's Lamb's going to need to make a hero play. Gets the first, gets the second. Blind, but still firing. Unfortunately, doesn't even have to come down to Cola. Yakuza cleans it up. Attackers win with 2 alive. Whew.
And they get the op. Aldolfo picked up that operator.
That was some big plays by Yakuza. Lamb holding down the line there, playing so patiently, not peeking out ahead of time, using the spike being down to their advantage. Just good, classic, fundamental gameplay there. Love to see it.
Yeah. I mean, that was just brutal. I mean, I like the raise play from Gozig, but it just didn't work out at all.
No, it is interesting. There is, in fact, like no brimstone on either side. So we're seeing utility usage of different kinds. A lot more coordinated flashbangs. Yeah, so it's interesting to see how the players are playing around that lack of agent that we're so used to seeing.
Shabu, it took some damage. Will heal himself up with that molly. Camera removed right away, but like you said, Brimstone, he's able to shut down so much, and well, nobody has him, so he's not even able to do a single thing. And it is light buy versus rifles. They already have the man advantage, able to pick up Ryun very early on there. And Lamb, he's so close. Oh, Biff will spot it out, and now he is very, very worried for his life. And oh, Gozig. He's able to pick up that kill on the Lamb. He's the only one with a rifle, and wow, he is now without any sort of life. And it's Looter with 8 HP for the retake.
There's not much you can do about that when...
A 1v4.
Yeah, and that was just a great great dual peek there, where not only did he have the player close around the box, but was not expecting that player in garage to be there as well, and just overcommits to that fight and pays dearly for it.
He's just gonna save, I imagine. But yesterday,
8 HP in a dream.
This man had a sick ninja defuse. Not gonna even bother to try for it.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, who will? And you know, I feel like you see it less often in a game like this than Counter-Strike. So it takes some cojones and it takes some Valorant IQ to pull that off.
Cyber cage.
Okay, and he will manage to stay alive.
That's good, bringing the Phantom into the next round. Evened up. It's a slightly cheaper rifle round for them. Looter not having to buy that one up.
Yeah,
absolutely. Could possibly look to give Biff that operator.
Yeah, a little less pressure off their shoulders to make this round perfect. They can make a few more mistakes, give up maybe 1 or 2 players, and not be completely screwed going into the next rounds economically.
Here.
Yeah.
We'll see the
Round
spike.
5.
Yeah, round 5 starting to kick off, and the spike heading in a bit of a neutral position towards spawn. We've seen plenty of patience on both sides, the defense and offense both allowing time to run off the clock. We've seen plenty of plants start to happen around the 40-second mark already in the first 4 rounds, so no one in quite a rush.
Mm-hmm. Early wall from Ryan. That will
Cool.
cut them out a bit.
Right, and they'll at least expose themselves early enough to show that they're taking presence in mid. Biff going to send down the drone, once again clearing out long C. This is so much information for the defense. And there's only a minute left. That's already, almost half the round is already off the clock, and the spike has made 0 real estate, 0 moves to claim real estate. And first contact will happen. Luther dropping by unshaken. But we'll see Shabu pop the ult and peek without fear. Gets the information on where the second player is going to have more than enough time, but Lamb, not enough. Has to bring in Adolfo to finish things off. Unshaken lights the fuse, but not exactly sure where to blow it.
Whoa.
Good read onto Biff, direct shot. The spike will go down. 3-on-3 post-plant, 3-on-2 post-plant situation. Yeah, and Cole spots one of them out. Might be able to get both there. Ooh, good timing with Ryun going in. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, but lines up the shot regardless, and this gives them a chance. With the stall, they could isolate the spike. But Adolfo has other things to say about it. With the 3K to end the round, protect the spike.
Oh, he wants that operator.
3-2.
Where'd it go?
He wants that operator, for sure. He is hungry.
Unshaken finds it in the end.
Yeah, look at that. Already 6 kills on the board for Adolfo in 5 rounds. That's a pretty good start, if I say so.
Yeah, that is a really, really good start. And now they're 1 round up. They have a pretty good economy, and they should be able to pick up another one here. We might see some very fast B garage play. Once again,
they're gonna have to do something screwy here. Yeah.
We're gonna see. Oh, we're trying to find this raid, but the A short battle. Nades coming through. Everything unshaken. He gets looter. Shabu, he's still so close. 19 HP. He will hear all of this, so he can make the call. He can call them over. Come on, guys. They're everywhere. And oh no, he's now dead and gone. And this round is, well, it's over. It's SMGs. It's a retake. And go Zigger, go home. We'll not see this Phoenix flank in a million years.
Not at all. Big F in chat for Judies defense.
And go Zig, able to pick up
man, another one? Oh.
But Lamb, the man who basically stood in attacker's spawn and then came out and got the flank. Like, that is so much commitment to it possibly not working out. And, well, Biff. Yeah, no, that's it. Cola will hit that shot every day of the week.
Like the comic book sound effect, he goes down in the glorious 1-2 punch. And, ugh. That'll bring us to the 4 now. Not unexpected for them to pick up that round with the equipment advantage, but, you know, this is where we could really see UT Dallas start running away with it if...
yeah, 4 in a row.
Yeah, 4 in a row already. But right now, Judge Judies has to show some of that secret sauce that they had on deck for the first map, because right now, UT Dallas isn't looking like that scared little boy that just got beat up in the last round. They're ready to fight, and they're ready to say, hey, that was a fluke. And Lamb, doesn't even know there was a map 1, runs in, gets that first kill on the Biff, and is going to, okay, gets a lot of information there, can drop back, peeks into, peeks around both spots, and oh no, Zig's gonna get the drop on Adolfo. Cola gets the tag through and spots the shoulder, gets Shabu. Still
That
over a
is
minute
spicy.
left, plenty of time for the spike to run. Nasty shot there, and Ryun's gonna be a little too late to come back in, but at least get the we'll at least get the heal, we'll get the res, and then Luther goes down though, so thankfully there's the defense still in a 3-man position to be able to defend with, but still not exactly ideal against 4 attackers.
Look at the wall, look at the smoke, look at the heaven being shut out. And the
Yeah, there's just
molly
not
as
many
well.
avenues to retake from, and this is going to be a tall ask of Judge Judy's.
You don't want to save again. Look, Kozig could go home as 5,800 in his bank.
Yeah, it's just disheartening after a certain point, and
Aw.
it becomes a morale game. Yeah, they're going to back out of this.
Not too sure what that ulti was from Yakuza.
No, I feel like people try to be too smart with that ult, and I don't know. It doesn't work out half
You
the
only
time.
want to go for 200 IQ plays, not 400 IQ plays.
Yeah, let's start small.
Yeah.
But that will be another round on the board for the attack. 5-2 in favor of UT Dallas.
Looking really, really good. 5 in a row. That swing round swung it right back into their favor, and now they're looking more than pretty to basically ride out the half. You know, if they start losing rounds, whatever. They already got 5. You know, they'll probably pick up another one, and then 6, and then you can just have an even half, and then you get the defense for Haven, and, well, you have the right characters to defend. That Sage, Cypher, and Omen are also deadly, and ooh, go Zig as well.
Falls for the bait.
Lamb, oh, Lamb. Walks to the slaughter, and he gets removed immediately, like 10 seconds into the round. That has to feel bad.
That
If
feels
he's
real
made
bad.
it up into Cubby.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is
yes,
gonna
the
take-
camera.
No more
Attention.
charges left.
Oh, they know. They know about you, Biff. And Cola pulls
Oh,
the
no.
trigger. Rez
That's a
comes
risky
through.
res.
Are they able to line it up?
That's a
no, they're
super
not.
risky res.
It works out, though. It works out. They weren't able to line it up with where his corpse was.
No, and she even gets the heal off, resets pretty much back into a 5v4 situation now. Super
this-
optimal for
Working towards A.
attack. Yeah. That's a nice entry.
Ooh, looter.
Where is everyone
Man,
hiding?
it's deadly. That will
Yeah,
tell
that's
them that
be a
they're
lot of
moving
information
into
gained.
mid. What a surprise. They want mid. Who would have thought? And go Zig. Ooh, he can flank this. If they don't see this coming, could be monumental. Cola
Ooh.
sees Ryun coming in. We'll close that one out. Now the ultimate comes out from Gozig, able to pick up the kill on the Lamb. Oh, and Oldolfo removes him. Cypher ultimate there, really? You didn't need that. You did not need to pop your ulti there.
He probably feels silly knowing after just, oh, that shoulder looks familiar. But you know what? The rest of the
I've got
team,
one of
2
those.
players are 1 charge away from having ult. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's actually Adolfo with him using that ult. No one immediately close to having ult charge again on attack.
That's such a mistake.
Yeah, it seems like at least they have 4 rounds and a chance to get that ult charge again, but yeah, with only 1 player left, he was low HP, but definitely seems
That
like a
was-
slight misplay.
Feels like you got overzealous there and just wanted to press buttons.
Absolutely, and I would be lying if I said I was never that person, so I will try to be understanding.
I will also understand that, because I've also done that. It's like, but if I use the ultimate here, it could work out, and it's like, oh wait, or I could just round the corner and dome him.
Yeah, or
And
just
the ultimate
pop it
doesn't
and
even
immediately
complete.
die.
Whoa, Gozig! Didn't expect anyone to be watching that, but Cola.
Okay.
Deadly shot, that was a nice lineup. A minute left on the clock now. Spike left outside of Long C. Lamb gonna start clearing out himself. They haven't fully committed. They're getting players on the site. and Adolfo will drop blue. There's some Cypher on Cypher violence. Lamb spots
They don't
out.
have Spike.
They're-
They don't have
They
Spike.
do not have Spike. This is weird,
If
and
they
I
spot
think
this out. Oh my goodness, Yakuza!
you know, how do you read the offense when even the offense doesn't know where they're going? And Yakuza just going to lead UT Dallas to victory in this round, it
Either-
seems, as it's going to go. Yeah, the Spike's going to head over to A. No contest. Ryun is just kind of stuck there. Oh no, Lamb. Yeah,
mean-
just going to.
You can't predict the I don't even know at this
Yeah,
point.
the upper. Yeah, like I would be very surprised if leaving the spike there was part of the plan because it looked like they cleared out C, they had the entries, everyone was in position to take, and then it seemed all of a sudden like, oh right, the spike.
Oh, I thought we were playing DM.
I thought you had it. I thought you had it. Ooh, 2 operators coming out on the defense. That should be interesting.
It's expensive. It's a worthwhile investment, though, as they've made it work on Ascent, and they look to make it work here as well. Biff, early peak.
Sig's gonna jump
Adolfo
so
already
early, though.
punishing. Timing shot does not work out. Oh, this Raid's trying to hold Garage, and it's just not working out at all.
Yeah. That 2 operator gamble is expensive, like you said, but right now when you're down 2-7, you need to make those high risk, high reward plays, and right now, so far, paying off. But at the moment, not a ton of information for Judge Judies to work off of. They don't really know where the spike is at the moment. They're not sure where the attack's coming from. They have good positioning, and here a little bit of shenanigans going on.
He gets nothing.
But yeah, gets nothing for it. Sluther, Ryun, back to back. Yakuza makes up some of the slack, but only 50 seconds left. Spike running out of time, and Luther is going to play this one cool.
Stage.
Big shot on Takola. Buys enough time, doesn't peek out early. Lines it up, but not enough. Needs to still pull the trigger. Yakuza makes him pay. Adolfo with the triple to wind it. All down for us. 8 kills, 8 rounds to 2 in favor of UT Dallas. Not about to let themselves lose the first 2 maps in this best of 5.
Unbelievable. Look at Biff. He's playing with a donut.
Yeah, because someone needs to send him a new mouse or something. I feel a little rough. You know, it's
I got a mouse here. I can give him the mouse.
Yeah, maybe we could have a giveaway if everyone in chat wants to pool together a few what's the Twitch currency? I don't know, but
I don't know, bits.
I'm sure us as a community can come together to help out. But Luther
He was telling me that he didn't have a monitor. No.
But unfortunately, it looks like Luther doesn't have a monitor at the beginning of this round, as they'll get dropped almost immediately, giving the offense so much to work with. Lamb, with a flash and an ult, gets the information, allows Unshaken to enter on Zig, but Ryun not about to let go. The big triple on C, locks it down. Oh, that's fantastic. You love to see it, and the attack completely neutered. The spike dropping back out. A minute left on the clock, so it's not the end of the world, but that does put a hamper on things. Oh, and a res. Now that might just be in the nail in the coffin with 50 seconds left in the round still. But damn, is that going to be rough to be 2 against 4 with that little utility left on the attack. They don't really have a way to open a site. A lot of the utility left for Judge Judies is, for UT Dallas is in the form of stalling, is in the form of walls, but Ryun doesn't care. Gonna get the 4th kill on Takola. Get him the ace. I'm gonna report. Okay. I was gonna say, no one else better kill Lamb. Come on, come on, come on. No, Jabu! Come on,
hey,
think
died.
of the clips.
Look, he couldn't have gotten the ace. He would have died there.
Fine, fine, fine. They won the round, sure, that's cool, I guess, but I was thinking...
That's what matters. They have a 3rd one now. They break the 8-in-a-row streak.
They do, and you need that sort of momentum to go into the second half, because, God, is that just daunting to face, like, a 10 to... Yeah. Like, double digits off the first half is not a good feeling.
And it's the last round and a half, so... Judge Judy is looking to connect 4 at the moment.
Yeah,
and at least get anything out of this. So many ultimates for the attackers. Only 2, but they are the big ones. Cypher, we're harping on him a bit for popping that ultimate so early, but he's got it back. He's been fragging out. And so he has it. Once again. And it's slow play. Looter. Ooh, he's going to punish that slow play from Lamb.
I would wish that the rest of the team would find some way to get Biff into the game a little bit. I've been in that position where you just can't get a frag going, especially with, sometimes they don't. Oh no, our poor boy. He just can't catch a break at the moment, as not even able to get traded out. Tries to peek out for some info and just isolated and killed.
Last map, this man was brutal, but Haven, just not his playground, really. And now, B, it's open. They have wall. They have everything they need. They can open up this mid site. Wall, slow orb, everything, and they will go for the plant right away. Rotations coming through, playing it for the retake. Cypher has his ultimate looter.
They
Making
can
his way up
escape
here.
after planting. That's tough to be in that position.
Oh,
Nice.
Aldolfo.
Give me a call.
And now,
Give me a call.
back in Shabu, trying to go aggressive, throwing out the flash root, catching himself a little bit there. And now the Cypher ultimate comes through, and there we go! The missile picks up Unshaken, but Yakuza, he's not giving them anything he gets to. But he does get removed by Ryun, the man of the hour.
A fantastic combination of ults there to just completely lock down, see where everyone is, get all of that crucial information, and you just let it rip.
And they're able to connect 4. So now, if their attacking side is lethal, they are going to look really, really good. It's pistol round time. What do you want to see? Do you want to see
To
some
4.
aggression?
Yeah, absolutely, because right now, 8-4 is a lot less daunting than 10-2, and right now, Judge Judies have finally started mounting a bit of momentum for themselves, so they need to play absolutely aggressive here. Do not allow UT Dallas to restabilize and get back into the flow that allowed us to see that dominant performance on offense from them, because my God, is that 8 rounds in a row? Like, excuse me?
I mean,
Let's
it's
follow
not
that
12
dart.
rounds
Where's it
in
gonna-
a row.
Okay. Okay, we're
Oh,
gonna see
you'd
some
love to
interesting
see
arrows
that.
coming
Oh,
in.
Oh, it tells them that's a beautiful dart.
Yeah, you love to see people who've done their homework on these maps, and
It's a bait!
oh,
Oh,
My
get
word.
baited! Get baited!
that's absolutely fantastic. Yakuza gonna capitalize off it, catches Shabu going, wait, they're behind us?
Oh,
Nani?
told me. Nani? And Biff.
Absolutely Masaka, as the spike's down, and there's all 5 defenders alive. I'm sorry. Yeah, all 5 defenders alive, but how do you even retake this?
Oh, you don't.
They've just
You
got to run
died.
in. You clearly don't, because despite all the efforts of Cola to do it themselves,
Oh.
they'll only get 2 in the process. They almost
That's
get a
it.
3rd, but it's just too little too late, as we only have a 3-round difference between these 2 teams fighting for their lives in the grand finals. Best of 5, map 2, right now. Here it is, 5-8. I'm excited.
Oh,
But unfortunately, this round is not going to be super exciting, because nobody has money, my friends. Nobody has money.
I mean, Aldolfo's saving?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Like,
I would
completely.
at least expect some SMGs, but it seems like, oh yeah, and they spot out that A-Rush early. They're going to be able to get so much information off of that. He just needs
only
1 or
has a
2
cyber
cages.
cage. And a camera.
Oh, and they rush right through! Ryun and Shabu, back-to-back on Adolfo and Unshaken, will just clear out the site. Cola pushed all the way back to heaven. Wow. I don't even know what to say there. That they just completely read exactly where he would fall back to. They ran through the cyber cage, popped him in the head, then just pushed onto the site. It's like they knew. Incredibly well played
And,
by
that's the
Judge
round
Judies
over.
here. Yeah. That's the exact kind of offense you want to see. The exact sort of confidence you want to see. Even after losing the pistol round, it doesn't matter. Oh, wait, actually,
Jordy is looking for exit frags. No
yeah, I'm
one's-
sorry, I didn't mean to
oh.
say after losing. Even after saving, he still managed to just keep it so...
That's embarrassing if you're a
What?
Yakuza. Oh, don't save
What?
the stinger.
Oh no, okay, well, they take those.
Teleport into the bomb. It's not worth it.
Oh man.
I mean, there's no way he's gonna want to keep that weapon.
No. Like, why would you? At that point, yeah. We'll see. Some players have little tricks, little plans. There are some weapons that are really good in some very specific spots, so...
This might be one of them.
Yeah, I like to try to give them the benefit of the doubt, because,
Garage,
man, are those
that's a
moments
good
not
place.
surprising. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, the credit difference is a bit staggering at the moment, as Judge Judies are putting everything into their equipment. Unshaken, gonna take out that first bomb bot. Gonna peek out with one of their own. Try to get some early information on this A peak.
Ooh, gets it.
Yeah, gets that info. The
Only
bot gets
heard
shut
one
down,
muzzle.
but yeah, but they know. They may not have seen any
know.
contact yet, but they know, and that's half the battle. Right, they'll spot
Oh
the
my
drone
God.
early.
Whoa, they're on site!
They're already on site. They got the tag. They heard them at long A, but it doesn't matter. Zig, despite that, is still going to get that
Retake
opening
from A
frag.
short.
And
Oh,
the rotate, yeah, the
Lunar.
rotate coming in so late, but Unshaken playing it slow and smooth, patiently gets that frag, but the spike will go down regardless. Not
Stinger
terrible
for the
position.
retake.
Oh, that's a great wall against Yakuza. That's going to really make the retake harder.
Oh, yes. These shock darts. So good.
Unshaken gets a wallbang on Shabu, but quickly pays the price for it. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Yakuza blinds and takes him out back.
Ooh, yes.
Tell him about the rabbits, George. That's a clean retake. And they're going to be able to defuse that with plenty of time. 2 players alive. Fantastic stuff from UT Dallas.
And now, it's a funny scoreline. As, well, look at the money. Yakuza. Sitting pretty, 6,200.
Yeah.
In his bank, probably gonna end up buying for one of his teammates there.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're a
It's
little
that
bit
part of the game where the
poor.
economy... Yeah, it's that part of the game where it's getting close to the end and all of your economic choices really, really matter. There's not
No
a...
operators.
Yeah, I think that they might just be looking for the comfort picks right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, rifling feels so very good in this game.
Yeah, I for one am happy that they're trying to buff the Guardian because I love that gun, and despite my best interests, I do like using it more than pretty much anything else. It almost feels like a flex, but
I am a Phantom man myself. I love it. I love it to bits. Vandal gives you that one-tap potential at any range, but I'm also an Omen player, so I'm not really at long ranges a whole lot.
exactly, there's a lot of difference and a lot of options here in Valorant, as we see. There is no clearly defined meta or right or wrong pick when it comes to agents, as we see both of these teams not really relying on any Brimstone or any major controller that we're used to seeing. Cypher for sure, but not so much the crowd control type outside of Sage.
Yeah.
Now, there's not much control going on anywhere with 50 seconds left on the map. The spike just wandering back and forth between the outside of A and C. Oh, no.
There it goes.
Completely nullifies that. Oh, he's going to look right into that ult. Won't be able to get out. I'm sorry, Shabu makes Yakuza pay.
Oh, caught with your slow orb out. Caught with your
Yeah.
orbs out.
Defenders pulling out the 10th round, though.
Bacon.
Pretty bloody back and forth, so, Judge Judy's gonna have to rebuy a lot here. Zig
don't
and
have
Ryu leading the charge now. Not like what we saw last game, where the kills were spread out a lot across this team. It definitely seems like a more definitive showing of 2 players trying to drag the rest of their team across the finish line.
If is 3-11.
I need this.
Gotta feel for this man.
Yeah, and he is playing Sova. He might be playing more of support, so that sometimes puts you in weird positions where you're not really as apt to frag, but come on. You need a little bit more than that to guarantee the win here, and it's still 6-10.
Look
There
at
may only be
Lambo.
3 rounds.
Get all this information.
Oh no, and look at that boost from Unshaken. Gonna make quick work of this A push.
Oh,
Line
my.
him up, put him down. A 3K from Unshaken to secure round 11. Adolfo, the only one to be killed in that whole exchange. That's a clean round.
Line them up, knock them down, and now Cola has the op.
Yeah, with a little bit more security in the credits, they seem to be more willing to invest in the big old one-tap arena.
Well, no, they're on the attack. Their credits are not doing hot whatsoever. Cola, this is a little bit of a desperation move.
Yeah, we'll see what they can make from this desperation. A cornered animal knows how to fight. We'll see if that fight comes out as we have 6-11. Only 2 rounds left to secure the map for the defense. How will they respond to this pressure?
Oh.
Biff with the big
he's
info.
hitting his
Gets the
teammate.
Oh, what? Oh no.
He hit his
Lamb
teammate.
manages. Lamb and Yakuza managed to make the most of that, but Lamb falling soon after. Ryun going to nullify some of that success, but Cola going big with that operator. Gets 2 before getting dropped. Brings into a 2-on-2 situation, but Biff can't do enough. Drops Yakuza, but now we are in a 1-on-1 scenario. A minute left on the clock. Plenty of time for the spike to get out, move around. These players are not really sure where the other ones are. They have a general idea, but it's anyone's game. It can go anywhere, and now Unshaken just tries to have to play off a contact.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused at the beginning as to who had that operator. Ah, yes, it's Unshaken. Ooh, misses it. So he knows, Oh.
That's a fantastic 3K to secure the round. Reads the sound cues perfectly in that position and plays it patiently. Doesn't try to wide peek too fast and just calmly slow peeks it. Catches him with utility out. Bops him on the head.
He should have known. That rocket didn't get anything, so he must be on the other side of the boxes.
Yeah, it looked like they were still respecting the left side of the site a little too much. You know, if you don't get a kill with the wide splash radius at all of that gun, you've got to assume that it's close right. So it's a great idea, but just didn't seem to get the completely correct read there, and it will cost him, as now we are 7-11 here on map 2. Yakuza gonna back out of garage towards C.
I like the Omen garage play. We see Omen's play towards A as well, but Cypher's so good on that site, so this man, you know, Ray's normally put into those garage situations, but they will opt for the Omen there. And then just Ray's towards A. Very good at holding A short with all that splash damage.
Good combo of utility and ults.
Ooh, nice. Gets Lamb. That is more than enough, and he forced Cola all the way back to his spawn. That's spiked down. Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough retake situation for UT Dallas.
Yeah. Good.
And there's Biff, once again, join us back on the scoreboard. Looks like he's finally waking up a bit, and they're going to need that because these last few rounds are going to be tough. Spots the gun out.
He sees the gun. Come on, Cola. Oh,
there
wow.
It is. I don't think there's enough time, though.
No hope. Just save the Phantom. You punished one. Hurt their economy.
Oh man, 8-11 now. It's getting spicy.
Yeah.
Oh man, you love to see it. Neither team giving up here. And especially after that last map, you know, the 13-2 isn't the most inspiring scoreline, but I saw UT Dallas play last night. I know the caliber of their team and the sort of headspace they've got around their playstyle, and it's a best of 5. You can, if you leave that first map in the dust, you can go into it and keep going forward. Even if they can't close out map 2, you know what? The reverse sweep is a hell of a story, and we've seen it happen before, so it seems like they're not content to let this go and are slowly but surely clawing their way back into the second map. And right now, UT Dallas is going to just take that spike and run towards A. Just picking the right spike to, picking the right site to head over with the spike. No one on this eco round for Judge Judies is going to be over there. They were gambling on somewhere else, but not going to work out for them. Shabu with a double. Yeah, they tried to play everyone mid, and it has not been working out. Yakuza's going to be in a tough position to get through this ice wall. Has to give up a lot of sound information to get through.
Nice one from Cola.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit closer than you'd think, but still only Cola left, and they know they're in heaven. Shabu with a nice triple to clean things up. Got a little spooky there at the end, you know. Sha with only 20 health left and all that. 1 or 2 bullets landing differently, and that, you know, that could have been round 12 for Judge Judies, but I'm sorry, round 12 for UT Dallas, but the colors on the scoreboard have been sending me all weekend, my god. But
I misread that op.
I know, I
on the attack, and they were, you know, really risking it. Or
yeah, I keep looking, I'm like, oh, Reds on defense, okay. But yeah, please Riot, please, we're trying so hard here. But once again, another patient push out across all 3 bomb sites through mid A and C. Shots will go through. Lamb, so firing a shot through the wall, getting close to landing, but no damage exchanged. Still 5 players left on both sides, about a minute left, and the spike slowly rotating towards A. But no other noise going on towards the C site. Interesting.
Wall comes out.
Yeah, less than a minute left, so that's a good bet to leave that utility there, force their hand, make some noise. Good camera position by Adolfo, but he's the only one there. They have 4 players stacked towards the wrong side of the map, and Judge Judies might be able to just run right in.
Omen, no. This is the ultimate. This is why you use it.
This is a fast rotate, and they'll know now, though, unfortunately. The fast rotate happens, but it will be known. Luther gonna make his way up towards that cage, throws one out, buys a lot of time. Defense gonna have a hard time. They're being funneled so efficiently into these choke points that it's gonna come down to a pure aim duel once all of these, once all of this control disappears from the map. Completely blind from heaven, but big shot. Double from Zig onto Adolfo and Unshaken. Doesn't matter though. Zig with a triple now. Zig with a quad. Attackers wins, clawing themselves back to life. 10-11. They are not through here. They're not ready to give this map back to UT Dallas. Judge Judies wants to judge them all and harshly. 10-11 now. Oh man, that's 4 in a row now. That's 4 in a row. That is some momentum.
You have to get a little bit worried here. You're the defenders. You know, you got 3 rounds at the moment. But, you know,
and their economy is looking rough. They're going to have to save and then be very careful even the next round.
Yeah. Not having all that much and, flash around the corner. Not going to help him. They're able to get the kill onto Biff right off the bat. Yakuza picking that one up with that Sheriff Cola. He's all the way into mid-window, but Looter looting these bodies. And, he doesn't expect them to be so far up. And, Shabu also doesn't expect that.
This is such a good eco round.
You make it so costly.
Yeah, clip this whole round and give it a 101 on how you should be playing, how you capitalize off of having limited guns and utility, and how to properly take those close quarters encounters.
Is the answer. Aggression is the answer.
Whoa, the first...
so close.
Turns at the last second, and I think that threw his crosshair placement just the slightest bit off. He tries to be patient, but the timing is just not there. But still, so much damage to the economy. Cost a lot of rebuying.
Look at the ultimates. Everybody has ultimate except for the sad Omen on defense. But even he is 2 away from that. And so
11 now. I am clenched. If I had to describe myself with one word at the moment, it is just clenched, because this round is so important. The economy will be shattered for whoever loses, and it'll be 12 up. Whoever has it, that's map point. You can't save again after that. So it's really going to be a contest of mental fortitude here.
Oh, Yakuza, no!
Oh, big arrows going through garage again.
Have to show up.
Woo-woos for Ryu in chat now as he gets a big double to open up the C site. Oh, that's massive. Even with that information, oh no, what can Adolfo do?
Nothing. He has to save.
That's so unfortunate. That has to just feel bad because, there's just nothing you can do when you're across the map. If you're the A player, you just gotta kind of shrug and take that one on the chin. There's nothing that Adolfo could have done there.
And look at the ultimate usage. The defense pulled one to every single one. They didn't pop a single one.
Oh no, and Adolfo seemingly caught off guard by the fact that Ryun and company was running up mid, swings their mouse wildly to the right, probably talking it over in Discord, but doesn't even get to save.
And now it's money time. Money's tight.
Oh
And the
yeah,
scoreline
is
is
that a
even
bulldog? Oh no.
Yeah, they have to buy bulldogs and vandals and phantoms and just hope. Light armor, double op. The attack here feeling so... No, the defense? The attack. The colors are messed up. The attack feeling so comfortable.
No!
Shadow getting very uncomfortable at that point. Flash coming around the corner and Bulldog early aggression able to get that suffocation. And he gets the Phantom! He gets the Phantom! He gets away from that Bulldog. Lamb.
Equipment
Six.
upgrade. Nice usage. You know, it can't get the kills, but at least get something out of that ult usage.
Makes Shabu's life very difficult there. And he gets the Phantom. Which is such a... They have to be kicking themselves going, we just gave him a gun, come on.
You know, Shabu and Ryun are the people you want from Judge Judies to be stepping up here, so getting better guns in either of their hands is a win. Is a win for sure for the judges.
Wards A. Aldolfo, the man to hold, has his utility. Rotations coming through. Aldolfo knows that he's behind default box and he's in danger, and Go Zigger Go Home gonna pick up that kill.
F in chat for Adolfo.
Unshaken. He can respond though. He has his own.
Return fire!
Big! And he does. He gets shot, but right off the bat, and oh, nearly able to get Looter there. Nade doing more than enough at the moment. Rez comes through. Looter able to pick up one Yakuza, ringing back through. Oh, Rez!
All the ults are coming out now!
Cola! The nade though, Go Zigger Go Home. He's been going so big this round, and it's all on to Lamb. He's forced out, and he goes into Go Zig, and Go Zig sends him home. Picks up that round 13-11.
Look, oh my god, tops the board off. Was that a 3 or 4K to end that? That may have been a 4K. I just caught it at the very end there. That's a fantastic performance by Zig. 28 kills across those 24 rounds. That is good stuff.
Unbelievable. And now, Judge Judies. 2 up. They need this third map.
Yeah,
And then it's a 3-0 sweep through these best-of-5 grand finals.
And you know, UT Dallas, we've seen them if you tuned in to catch them last night. We just saw on that map, they are ready to learn on their feet. They are ready to adapt, and they are absolutely not going to get pushed over. That first map was unfortunate with that 13-2 scoreline, but I think in those 11 wins for them here on Haven, I think that's more the caliber of what we should be expecting, and I think that's why they're here in the grand finals in the first place. Not only are they good at pulling something from nothing in those scrappy situations, but they have a few good set plays, and they play off of each other well, and they have some utility combinations that are hard to beat. And I just think that this is absolutely not the end. And, you know, it's a best of 5, and the series can go long, and it's going to be more about mental fortitude in this than just pure aim. And I think UT Dallas is a team that has what it takes to go the distance. With that said, we're going to go to a quick 10-minute break at the moment, and we'll be right back with Map 3 of the Grand Finals between Judge Judies and UT Dallas. It's split for the Map 3. Split.
Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, was so
feel uninvited. Left home in West LA, I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me, yeah, she needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer. Just wanna touch like back when we were younger. Yeah. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. I'm so divided, starstruck, but hate has got some indecisive. I'm over fighting, I just can't wake up cold and sleep alone. This boy's some trouble. When he's around, my problems seem like double. His stupid eyes put me on ice, so no more. Don't slow me down, don't wanna do this solo. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. I can't help myself, you're a drug to me. I just can't get enough. I know this is love, so come close to me while we're still young. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me. Tryna get my attention, tryna get your redemption. But now that I'm gone, you want me back. Yeah, I gave you everything, gave you a diamond ring. So
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's map 3 time for our grand finals. It's Judge Judies with a 2-0 lead up against UT Dallas. It's the map of split. And we have UT Dallas, the first to defend. Map 1, a 13-2 stomp on Ascent. Judge Judy's picking up that one. And then map 2, 13-11, a much closer scoreline, but still, Judge Judy clutches that one out. And now, moving into split.
Yeah, it just, but on Judge Judy's for both those maps, we had Shabu and Ryun doing fantastic. Specifically on that last map, Shabu with 17 kills, Ryan with 21, but Zig waking up after that first map, which just seemed to be child's play for Judge Judy, so I don't forgive him for not throwing huge numbers up, but 28 kills across those 24 rounds. Fantastic stuff, but UT Dallas, they're not slouching either. Unshaken with 20 kills himself, and then right behind him were Cola and Yakuza with 19 a pop.
Mhm.
And I'd say the one thing that seemed to that bummed me out was that Adolfo started off pretty hot. He was the one getting the early kills with his Cypher for the rest of the team, but when they needed to close out, he fell to the bottom of the scoreboard, and I think that might have been the difference maker on Ascent. I mean on Haven. I'm sorry, because that was a complete bloodbath of back and forth gameplay between these two teams.
And we saw Biff in map 1 just putting up shot after shot with that operator, but map 2 picked Sova and fell completely flat. He fell silent. It just
I don't think he got on the board till like round 14 maybe.
Yeah, it took him a while to wake up there, and he only really got his stride in maybe, I don't know, like the last round.
The last few rounds were really it, but I mean, I will say that those were pretty big impact kills. But yeah, regardless of whether you're an information gatherer like Sova or not, you need to contribute early on, because that's how it can get to 13-11 when you're relying on the same people to do the job and close out for you. The whole team needs to be there, and sometimes off people need to step up early. And that's the one thing. And like I mentioned Adolfo before, he stepped up early, but wasn't able to keep that fire going and dropped off at a time where UT Dallas needed some help closing out. And kudos to Judge Judies for having the mental fortitude to come back from being down and securing that second map. Because right now, they put UT Dallas in the position where they have to pull a reverse sweep. They have to play perfect from here on out. So it is Judge Judy's game to lose at this point.
Yeah, and as soon as Judge Judy's get map pick, I think, as soon as Bind is exhausted, we're going to Ascent again, maybe. They look so deadly on that.
Yeah, so there's a lot for for UT Dallas to do here to undo it. If there was a time for them to really win and give themselves a little bit more wiggle room, it would have been last map. But this is a classic map, been in since the beta. A lot of time to research, play, and experience all of the tricks and corners that this map has. So hopefully UT Dallas has done their research and has something to say to Judge Judy's.
And they have the Reyna. We don't see this a lot. Reyna was very popular for a little bit, but then everyone went back to Phoenix because you can't shoot his flashes. And so, we do see Reyna back once again. So deadly in these pistol rounds. Had a slight little rework / bug fix where now you have to look at the orbs when you kill somebody in order to get the full heal. And that might come into play here. Lamb holding sight.
He's just gonna be able to walk right up here.
Made it so far. Looter.
So much info.
On television, and now they know. Lamb is here. Molly does come out, and they still aren't able to close it out on him just yet. Go Zig or go home. We'll be able to close that one out. Finally. And Shabu.
Healed up. That's big.
Now the Cyber Cage is going to make their life all the more challenging. They will now go into it. Audio cue comes through, and the wall is up, and Biff, waking up immediately onto Adolfo, picks him up. And he's still fighting in Haven. And the wall, Cola able to pick up Biff, and the nade comes through, and that will almost pick up Unshaken, but Looter with his bullets does the job just a little bit faster, and now it's all on Cola. And that's it. Ryu and his counterpart will pick him up and take him out of that round. A 1-0 lead for Judge Judy.
It's, they want to take him down early and take him down strong. They don't want UT Dallas to get any momentum again, because right now they definitely have, obviously, the upper hand in being 2-0, but they also have the mental advantage of coming in off of those 2 wins, of knowing that they just need to win 1 more map. UT Dallas has to win 3 maps right now, so it's definitely a completely different game despite these 2 teams being on the same server right now.
Yep, and look at Go Zig. He has bought up a second round Phantom. You don't see that a whole lot. And
the jump straight in. Cola tries to get super aggressive.
Oh, that doesn't work out. The aggression normally so important in these save rounds. Catch your opponent off guard and, well, pick them up while they are checking to see what the hell just happened in Unshaken.
got Biff on the scoreboard in round 2, so it doesn't look like we don't have to worry about him this time.
Unshaken's gonna get peeked here. Whoa, Lamb! Comes in from behind and oh no, you're not gonna win these battles against that Phantom, and goes Zig. Goes big with that 3K.
Nice little eco triple, consistent aim. Only 2 deaths for them that time around, which is not bad. Save enough money, don't have to rebuy too much. But now, obviously, in Valorant with how the economy is, there's that interesting situation where if you win the first 2 rounds, you still have your SMGs for the most part. So a lot of teams tend to just hang on to them, but the losers get to buy up. So we'll see how they. We'll see how it works out this time around as Biff tries to arrow out, steal some info.
Where's that dark gonna land?
Okay. Looks like that gives.
Interesting. I don't think that gives them anything. I think he might have missed it just by a hair.
Yeah, that's the thing. Those lineups can be so particular that, unless you know exactly what they are going for, it's hard to say if it actually worked or not. Only a minute left in the round, and the spike still has made 0 movement from the beginning.
Still.
Not a lot of information for the attack to work with.
But A's starting to seem pretty open. Once again, playing behind that television, I like the play.
Yeah, and
People
they've
don't
pulled out
expect
a
it
lot
there.
of utility from UT Dallas, so with even though there's only 40 seconds left, UT Dallas is going to have a harder time stopping them if they've rushed together. And they did leave one player in mid. That's going to be important to watch, because that's going to make or break whether or not they can rest easy and get the spike down.
Do they expect... Ooh, they're burning, they're burning! Ow, Ryun!
We'll get the spike down, though, gets the self-heal.
All the
4v4
way in the
situation now as Cola returns the favor, but Biff drops Adolfo. No information for them late round, but Yakuza going to attempt to reclaim the heavens for his team. Tick-tock on the clock. Spike is down, and Shabu is trying to get the drop on the defenders here on this retake, and they don't hear it. They have no one left there, so this is going to be easy pickings.
They don't expect him!
Oh, that's a fantastic spray down. Doesn't see it coming. Death from above as Ziggy peeks out, joins the fight, adds a few bullets to the mayhem, and cleans out 3-0 in favor of Judge Judies now.
That is good. You won the swing round. You won the most dangerous round of them all at the moment.
And look at that. Look at the economy, too. Look how many credits are left over. They'll be good. They are in the best position right now where Judge Judy's does not need to worry about being funded. There's a reason that show's been on TV for 20 seasons. You know, they've got a good thing going.
And well, Cola, trying to do that early aggression works out sometimes. You gotta go for it. You know, if you don't, you're missing out a little bit. And well, that's what we'll see right there. Lamb, early Sheriff aggression, picks up the Sage. That's big. That's res off the board. So if this round gets really sticky, that will be very damaging, very damning. Oh,
Gonna be completely blind.
Unshaken.
You hate to see it.
Completely clear. It's Aldolfo. He may as well just get the alt orb.
You know, that's one of those things I feel like in this game a lot of teams can neglect, especially on eco rounds or in rounds where they don't necessarily have a ton of resources. Even if you can't win, it's not necessarily just about doing economic damage, but I think farming ult orbs can be equally important if you're down, because if you don't have the credits, if you don't have the guns, and you don't have the chance to win, at least keep building yourself up. Ult charges are free, you know, and if you build them early enough, you can possibly get 2-3 ults off in a half rather than just, you know, once. It's free real estate, to quote a great philosopher, and I appreciate when teams seem to be more cognizant of it. Okay.
You gotta love that one if you're Aldolfo picking up a little bit of a freebie there going, I will take that.
Yeah, wow, that's a nice, twisted with the biscuit. and we'll save that
Oh,
gun
no.
upgrades with it.
And now he's very close to that alt charge.
Yeah, 4 rounds in a row now. UT Dallas has to be sweating a little bit now, as it's
Now the
getting
second
time
vital.
to step up or shut up, because the more rounds in a row that they allow, especially clean rounds from Judge Judies, it's just going to be a bigger bankroll behind them and a larger giant to topple.
Mm-hmm. Do you see
Lamb's
the
got-
operator from Lamb?
Yeah, that's a good positioning there. It's a short angle, so he's going to have very true aim, but will be a massive payoff. And the slight gap in that wall, interesting.
Spamming out that one. Cole has walked through those smokes one too many times.
Learned their lesson by now.
Although they get that information that they're mid, but
Ooh.
that's not all too shocking, to be honest. It's split. You have to play for mid. And Lamb
absolutely.
catches them out. Now go Zig. Whoa!
Oh,
That is soul crushing in Yakuza. Crushing one more soul, and Cola crushing the rest of their dreams. And that's their first round on the board. And that round was beautiful. They only lost one.
Yakuza bought just enough time there for Cola to come up from behind, and not only bought enough time, but got a kill in the process. It's one of those things where, as a defender, you don't necessarily need to get the kills, but it always helps. But it's about killing time, because they need to get the spike down. It's not about necessarily getting those kills. So even if you lose that first gunfight, the second best thing you can do is win the time fight.
There.
So that was just, holding mouse one in the right spot is just bonus on top, but just great team play all around from the defense. Brings
Yeah,
it back
killing
into
time.
finally getting the round on the board.
Killing time and more, hopefully killing the enemies. And Lamb's gonna do exactly that, opening this up. Unshaken
yeah.
as well.
A on lockdown.
And that's 2 ultimates already off the board for the attack. Like, they're gone. You don't have Empress, you don't have Cypher ultimate. You don't have Neural Theft. And Unshaken. Still. So close to his ultimate. Doesn't hear anything just yet. He's gonna shoulder peek it.
It's be a
Building
full
up the
stack
curve,
towards A. This is gonna be
And
spooky.
they're gonna see him. And they're gonna push. And he's gonna get 1. That is his ultimate now charged, but he's dead, so at least he gets the ult charge. And Ryan able to pick up 2. Now the res comes through, and Yakuza, he's rotated all the way through. Over to the back, over to the elbow, and he's gonna put Ryun down. It's all down to Biff. Biff, Biff, Biff. Oh, he's been watching too much TV, and he's stuck behind it. Bullet holes coming through for him, down to 68, and he's just gonna get peeked by Yakuza and removed immediately.
Yeah, tough position to be in there. They knew where he was. I'm not sure about trying to peek back behind the screen before trying to at least isolate one of those players, but with as much time as he had left, there aren't many, not a lot of lights at the end of the tunnel and when you're in that situation.
That res didn't do anything.
Unfortunately not.
Reset back to 1.
Yeah, and, Cole has still got their res. A lot of times you see reses come out in response to someone else popping their res first, and there was just no need.
They were so comfortable.
Yeah, and right now we'll see if Biff can use the information here on the arrows to make his team comfortable.
Arrow.
Okay, so that's a big bounce. We like that.
That
We'll
is
love to see-
so sick.
Okay, but will it pay off? Biff launching that
Oh
E.
no. It didn't work.
Yeah, unfortunately not, but Zig will drop Yakuza early in the round. Over a minute still left, so that's still a good entry. Biff
Ooh.
makes up for that
He's
ult
being
with his
open.
gun.
Spike carrier's down.
Cola, though, with an important double to keep hope alive.
Oh, poor
Lamb
Zig.
lending a hand.
There.
Zig has 4 HP.
You will
This is
not
getting tense
kill
now.
my
50
ally.
seconds still left, and the spike's
That's
still not
dead.
down. Cola brings Yakuza back to the fight. 4
That's
players
really
now
good for the
against the
economy.
2. That's gonna be rough. 4 health left too. You've gotta be sweating a bit.
And
The
that doesn't
spike's
tell
still
them
not down.
anything.
Only 30 seconds left. What are they gonna do? It's such a rough spot, and Unshaken gonna drop Zig. That's gonna practically that's the last nail in the coffin for Biff here, as he's going to be forced to drop back. Might spot the head out.
Stay down.
We'll get Cola, which is, you know, that it's
Consolation prize, a little bit of an alt charge.
yeah, so it's
Get
something,
the ult
but
orb. Pick it up, Biff. They know.
yeah, exactly, exactly what I was talking about before. Where I understand that
bit-
he thinks they might
Get
get
a little
pushed,
bit
but
more.
yeah, just get a little
more for
something.
what you want.
That'll give him his third charge, and you know what? That's the other thing. I know there's a sound cue on it, but at the very least, use that
They knew
to
where he was.
force the encounter. Do something with it. But yeah, it's free real estate to me, and I don't see why players just leave it there when it's staring
They
them in
already
the
knew
face.
that you were in the garage, and they weren't gonna push you either way. So you
Yeah.
may as well go for that little bit of that something that you can pick up on the side, even though you do lose that round. And now
Yeah.
it's a 3-round tear for the defenders here. And now the ult advantage still in their favor. And Biff, that Hunter's Fury last round did nothing.
Yeah, that first arrow was so impressive. So it was a bit of a bummer to see the follow-up be a little anticlimactic. Fast aggression towards the mid here.
Dart. He's gonna punish himself! Oh no, Biff!
Fantastic tracking from Cola there, the punish there. Snapped right to it.
Shabu. Oh, yes, he's able to get Yakuza, and now what this Emperor's looking to do. So much more. Hunts him, but Aldolfo removes him immediately. Ryan rings back. Cola ringing back again from CT. They don't expect him to be there. And
Just too
Lamb.
much utility and not enough time to do anything about it, as
Oh,
defenders are
whoa!
forced off, but my god, Unshaken! The complete disrespect as he tells the rest of his team to move aside. He's got a little button called X to end the round with. My god, he hasn't gotten a ton of kills yet this round, this map, but those are impactful ones right there. Secures it and brings the 4th round in a row to UT Dallas.
Nice.
Evened up now. Fair across the board. Tie game, baby.
Yeah, this is looking good.
My word. And both teams will be able to buy up too, so we're going to see another... we're going to see, you know, number 2 Electric Boogaloo coming out in theaters this summer, as both teams are ready to go
I like
full
the wall.
throttle.
I love
Yeah,
the
no
early
eco
wall
rounds here, boys and girls.
No, full buys every day, all day. I like the wall because it makes you think that, oh, they're still in heaven joining their Omen, but no. They have put up the wall and then rotated over to vents, and now they're holding a heaven. And so there's 3 to
Coming
board
into
A.
play, especially in a best of 5, you really have to find ways to poke and prod your opponent differently, otherwise they will figure you out.
And all coming to Yakuza.
Oh, this is gonna be massive.
He's just trying to hold. They wall off. Oh, he's getting a little bit nervous here. A little bit of a lot of pressure on him. And go Zig, picks
That's
him up.
just not fair.
Oh,
I feel so bad for Yakuza as he just gets played like a fiddle, pushed out and thrown to the wolves.
Oh no!
Uh.
Biff nearly dies there too, unshaken. He might just look to throw a nade here. I'd imagine. He knows that he at least got him low. Cola responds, Looter as well, joining into the fan. Joining into his little fan club of frags.
Get that camera out of the way for the rest of this retake, though.
He only has a frenzy.
Yeah, that's gonna
his
be
only
rough.
help. He has a frenzy and an operator. He has to pick which one he wants. And oh, the hitbox in front of Looter.
Yeah, you know, it takes down the drone and Luther, so you know that's a fair
what-
trade.
Yeah, though. I love that. You put the little owl drone in front of your guy, so they have to shoot the drone first, and then they have to shoot you, and then you
Yeah,
can
eat a
just
few
shoot them.
bullets for it.
Yeah, that's some fabulous little play there, and they're leaving the spike behind. I can't imagine that's gonna, keep
we're
on going. Yeah, Biff is going. Hold on, guys, we need this.
Yeah, and we're also seeing the double operator setup come out from UT Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is one of those maps
Big muffled
where
wolf.
there's really only a couple of spots where you can effectively hold with it, as there are just so many twists and turns throughout the map. We'll see if it pays off to dedicate that many resources to a gun that really only exceeds in very specific circumstances.
I mean, they feel confident and they're gonna go for it. I think that whatever they want, that recon dart, not really telling you much of anything.
No, but Lamb will start cashing in on
Oh,
that investment.
Will
Yakuza.
not kill my allies.
And the
Shot
red
brought back to
cloud.
life,
Still
but the
inside.
spike is still on the ground. They haven't brought it anywhere near where the push is happening. So despite the fact that Zig is so deep into A, the spike couldn't be any further from it. Where are they going to go with 55 seconds left? And it seems like caution thrown to the wind. They're just holding W and hoping for the best, but it seemed to work out as Adolfo is a lone soldier pushed back to B, holding on to that second operator.
Yeah, this isn't so bad. Having to save, it's really not that. He's not gonna get the ult orb this time. I know you want him to, but he already has ult.
Yeah, and the spike is down anyway, so
He may as
Yeah.
well just sit pretty.
doesn't
Maybe
have
pick
any
up
extra
some of his
utility to
utility.
guard himself with. No tripwire, and he already has his cages thrown down back on B, so if he really
can pick
needs
up the
to,
tripwires.
he can fall back, but for the moment, he will be in a slightly risky position this far up in garage, but he can be pretty secure in knowing that no one's going to push behind him with all those tripwires.
Yeah, and if the round ends and he feels comfortable, he can maybe pick up some of those tripwires, not having to spend 200 credits on those again.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
I
always
like
one
that
of the things,
made
being
at
able
the
to,
end.
yeah.
Kozig,
Let's see.
making him just a little bit nervous.
Yeah, it actually looks like he'll forego picking up the equipment. Knows better than to re-peek onto that site, because you know what? I think if he had tried to go for it, might not have worked out super well, because they were there in heaven ready to look for him. And
Yeah.
if you're trying to pull those tripwires back, you're out of your gun for a good second and a half or so. That animation takes up time, and when you've got 3 guys running down the gun, you need every millisecond counts.
And they have the economy. They're fine. He can rebuy that. That's not too bad at all for
Yeah.
any of that. And oh, he's taking the early peek Adolfo. Able to get Go Zig for free.
Yeah,
And he
comes
did
out
the
on
full
top.
patch Biff, unable to punish. And he hides.
Knows that
Recon
Sova's still around the
connect,
corner.
and Biff-
Cage triggered.
Biff is also sweating at this point.
Yeah, Adolfo playing this perfectly, getting the location, getting the info, getting the territory, and just backs off safely.
Wall goes up. Choose it to hold. Blind. Connects. Looter still trying to take this fight. Slow orb comes through.
Yeah, Luther and Ryun, though, stuck in a pretty rough spot now as they're surrounded by the defense. They will have more teammates coming up with them, but they're kind of stuck with all the
Great
utility
stuff
being
in
used
mid.
around them.
I mean, you're the attackers here, and you've kind of trapped yourself off with that wall. Pola opening it up onto 1 and onto 2. All
Great
Biff.
crossfire there. They look in one direction, look in the other.
Flawless.
Absolutely, and it look.
They're hitting
that.
their stride.
Yeah, they have found their rhythm, and that was just a great crossfire setup. Once they engaged with the guy on stairs, it's just the easy re-peek from connector. It's a dance. It's a back and forth. Once they look one way, the other guy peeks out. Then once they turn their attention, then the other guy re-peeks. There's a certain point where if you are in tune with your teammates, it happens naturally. It's not something you need to communicate, and you love to see it. And when it works out, it looks like that. Beautiful,
And that wall that
flawless.
they put up against fence, guess what? They walled themselves into a very awkward position as Yakuza
Yep.
was
Oh, and the
just
spike will go down early in the round. Cola spamming
comfortable.
through onto Shaw. That's a heartbreaker. And look at the defense with 3 operators this round, too. Very interesting buy, but it's working out so far. Yeah, Biff gets Adolfo, but punished by Yakuza right away. Now it's only a 2v3 situation. Still not terrible for the offense, but certainly not going in their favor. Luther trying to take up more real estate in mid,
awkward.
but
There's
this
no
is a
good fight. There's no good sight.
no, not at
They-
all. And
Getting to be.
yeah, UT Dallas can take their time and retake pretty safely. They don't have to commit to face checking any of these encounters, so It's
He
in
might
Judge
try-
Judy's interest to sneak
Here's
around
that.
and not necessarily go right for the fight, but to walk around. And they still got
Yakuza
40
has the
seconds.
flank.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be big. They have no idea, and Ryun drops unshaken, and now they're gonna have to run because the jig is up. They know they're headed towards A. Lamb gonna have to step it up because there's not enough time, except for that clutch teleportation. Yakuza blows both their heads off the 3K. Luther, Ryun don't see it
So
coming.
So sick. He had the flank and he TP'd the site. Nice little rotation there. And well, we're back to pistol round. 6-6 on split. That's really good. I mean, that
Split
attack,
game
they were
on
starting
split.
to pull away with it a bit. You know, 4 in a row.
Poetic. Absolutely poetic.
Yeah.
The split score on split at the half. You know, although you see it all the time in in games like this where, you know, it can look even back and forth on a specific side, but once you switch, you might see the one team who just completely runs away with it. So I'm wondering if after how neck and neck it looked, was that
I
just a
think they
lack of
got the
defense
attack
or a lack of
down.
offense with the shoes being on the other foot? I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see how the offense tries to, you know, set the pace at their own game. Because as you mentioned before, when you're on attack, you're the one who needs to make things happen. You need to plant the spike. So as Lamb and the rest of the team,
Look at that Molly lineup.
yeah, it's gonna be a good Molly lineup. Utility coming into A to make way for the spike plant. They're gonna rush into heaven. Big flash to clear. Not even gonna check it yet. Bombot gonna company Lamb.
Looter. Oh no. Picks up
Massive
3.
hold with a triple kill.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a flawless pistol round for Judge Judies and exactly what they needed to get going in the second half. That was clean.
That was clinical. That was brutal. That was all of those things and more. And now, 7. It's a light buy round.
Yeah, as we saw in the first half, similarly, they were going back and forth, and it's going to be that weird spot where the winner of the pistol round gets to go up in the shotguns and SMGs and into that mid-range buy, while normally fighting against pistols and maybe a shorty.
Cypher's
So-
towards A. Biff, he's the B player. He's gonna discover a pretty ugly truth, that is a whole bunch of people running his way, and they are all just frags, already able to pick up 2, and now the recon dart is gonna come out once again, able to pick up that 3rd. No Shabu and Ryun chiming in there, and yeah, unshaken. He's a little bit shook at the moment. Shock dart's not gonna connect on him, but yeah,
Classic to work with.
it's over. Go Zig. Was behind him.
Yeah.
Flank through mid.
That's fantastic. And you know, the thing that you saw, especially I think the smartest thing that happened on that defense as the recon drone went out. You get that information that the rush is coming through from tunnels, and knowing that it's going to be against pistols while holding the SMG, backs up from the angle. If he was closer to the wall and takes out that peak, that gives the attack more time to cheese him with a pistol or a short-range gun. By backing up from the angle of attack, he creates the optimal range for the SMG to shine and doesn't allow himself to get overwhelmed. Gives himself time to work with, create space, just a well-handled play, and how you should play an anchor spot on the B site. Just phenomenal stuff.
Shabu. Playing around the smoke a little bit. I want to see UT Dallas really ramp up this aggression. They just... Whoa, that's scary for Shabu. And there we have it, Unshaken. Doing exactly
Needs
what
to
I asked
happen.
for, ramping up the aggression, making them sweat. You have to make the defense sweat, either by doing nothing and having flawless utility, or doing exactly what they're doing, which is just clicking on their heads and saying, hey, you want to take a gun battle? Sure, I will click on you so hard you won't know what hit you. That's exactly what we're seeing. The defense struggling, missing op shots. They are nervous, and they're together. Stuck in A heaven, and the bomb's on B. Spike's already there. They don't care whatsoever. And that's it. They have to save.
No charges.
Yeah, you know, and that'll bring us to a 7-8 scoreline. you don't see back and forth fights like this all that often in Valorant. You know, I feel like close games tend to be, you know, 13-7s or the like, and teams kind of build their momentum early on. It is just so hard to tell who's keeping control of the map until the very, very end because
It's hunting.
you know, both teams are just growing throughout the match and reading each other and adapting and switching their strategies around. They refuse to be read like a book, and it's just impressive to see this much adaptation because you know it's a combination of preparation and adaptation that brings us this high level of Valorant play.
Adolfo is hunting. He could find Shabu. He could remove this operator. Does he see it? No, he's playing back.
Plays
Oh.
it safe. There's no way that he can know, but damn, does that hurt to see the
Three
opportunity
more
go
steps and he
untaken.
would have in the barrel.
Yeah, heartbreaking stuff, but we will go into an 8-7 scoreline now in the defense's favor.
Yeah.
See, and you know both teams are going to
GG.
be able to buy up, so we'll see another explosive gun round on the board here. But the spike's setting up pretty early towards B, so we could see a garage push early on, which I'd personally love to see. I think they've had pretty good strategies on taking, on like how to play. I'm sorry, it's actually early on, but I've seen UT Dallas make good B pushes on there, and I want to see them lean on that a little bit more.
They're so far up, Shabu. He hears the step. Able to get one. Oh, and they just peek him out immediately, and they remove 2. But that utility and the
Turns the
shots
favor.
coming through, putting it in fact in their favor. Somebody doesn't connect. So Unshaken has no idea that Biff is that close, and now it's all on Adolfo. Does Looter see it coming? No, he doesn't. The only thing he sees coming is that bullet for his face from his counterpart. And now, Spike will be recovered 45 seconds. He can go wherever he wants. He can go to A. He will have to deal with some Cypher traps there, but might be a better call for him at the moment. Go Zigger, go home, looks away immediately, and now Cyber Cage, he has a chance, he has everything. Biff, the man to respond. Does he expect Biff to be so far up? No, he doesn't, and Biff gets the spray down.
That's a big 3K for Biff to close out. Finally breaks the streak. Not so much of a streak, but gets things going back in favor of his team, and throws out the Cyber Cage, but doesn't deploy it, doesn't think that he's going to be so close there, and, you know, not a lot of time left on the clock there, but doesn't even go for the fake and just needs to commit and puts himself in a tough spot there. It's just, you know, he was in a tough situation that just got progressively worse as the timer clicked down.
He did very well for himself. I still think a hindsight 2020.
For sure, especially, you know, as we watch the game with outlines and the like, it's hard to... I should say it's easy to forget sometimes that the players have none of this extra information that we have about where everyone is. So the fact that they line up their crosshairs through the walls so often and are just aiming in the right spot and sometimes spam at the right time is just a testament to their good fundamentals.
Yeah. Well,
that's going to be a tough situation now as Unshaken tries to get a little bit of information over at A, but is down 2 teammates with still a minute left in the round, and that's just not a lot of map to work with as they're going to have to methodically clear out Heaven, but Zig's rotating through is going to be up to him. I don't think he heard the noise, and even though he drops Unshaken, the rocket will come out post-mortem. Oh no, gets the info, but doesn't get his gun out in time. Shabu being punished for that movement error. Cola. Oh, with a dirty flick on the looter. There will be no stolen goods today, my friends. Cola staying alive.
he can get the Altorp, he can get the res.
This changes the round entirely.
He needs to
Only
reload.
4 bullets left. Needs to reload.
Oh,
But can't do it. Biff stops it before the rest can come out.
he gets peeked while reloading. Feels bad, man, but hey. A beautiful, nasty, I think that was a 160 flick.
Yeah, what a heroic effort. Cola popping off.
And
My
now,
goodness.
away from the grand finals being over.
If Cola has more of that left in the tank, then there is absolutely still hope for UT Dallas, because that is the stuff of champions right there. That was a hell of a play.
Yeah, and now towards A they go. Light by. Not the best one.
No, but they will have the manpower, the man advantage, as Zig only gets one, despite being a rush, and will get dropped right afterwards by Yakuza. It's going to be a bloodbath, but they will get through with the spike.
Still?
And the spike will actually swing over to the B site. My God, I'm getting a headache from how big brain that play is. My skull can't even contain the brilliance of that around the world play.
If you just get the spike down, that is worthwhile. Omen Ultimate is not one of the most important ones in the world, and so to use that to get that spike down and make them sweat just that
Wonderful
little bit more,
usage. Absolutely. And gives himself a chance at getting 1 or 2 more frags, and you know that was a great blind, but was not able to line up the revolver shot. But still a great play, and the best you can do in that sort of situation. Give your team more money because... I keep forgetting about that bug with the scoreboard. Because that gives your team more money, gives you more wiggle room, and it's just less pressure because at the moment, 7-11, Judge Judies only needs 2 more rounds to take circuit point here. So you want to give yourself every single little advantage. And like you said, the ult there, the teleport, there are limited times where that can come in handy. So at that point where they just need resources, brilliantly played.
They have $700 on the line here for this. 300 to the loser, but nobody wants to be walking away with that. Everyone is looking towards that sweet, sweet...
Big arrow from Biff.
And, well, it's just trading back and forth at the moment, and oh, Lamb!
Big read.
Big brain plays from Biff, and ooh, Looter.
Oh,
Gets
but
Biff.
Biff can't close it solo. Adolfo will clear himself the room.
Oh, he now knows.
I'm about to join the fan club. A blue
Oh,
free blue
yeah!
to pull it off, but my God.
9th round on the board. A little bit of a salty spray on the wall there.
Well,
Gotta be feeling good if you're Adolfo.
yeah, Looter's fan club
that's
out there
what
probably
you need.
feeling a little salty.
That is the swing that they need to start to turn this around.
Yeah, that is just that's one of those plays that just recharges your team. Absolutely, morale-wise, it's a sigh of relief. It's a second wind. It is what you need to, gather yourself and go. Yeah, we can do this. We have a chance.
Look at Judge Judies. Only one of them has a rifle. Everyone else running. Shorties! What? He just gets completely stuffed. Biff doesn't even get any sort of chance there to click his mouse. And now towards mid. Only pistols up against all of these rifle satchel charges come through, and he gets walled up into the ceiling. Yakuza able to pick up one there. And now Shaw Boo has to
Tough
do
position
so much
here.
with his Phantom. And he doesn't
see it.
Gets that kill, and now Looter, the man with the fan club, able to get 3 now. Phantom recovered for him in a 1v1. He thinks he's on site.
No.
Unshaken with the timing on to Looter, removes him. 9-11. We're getting so close, and the momentum is building for the attackers here.
Yeah, Luther doing so much there, but not enough, and that brings us once again. There's just a 2-round spread here between the teams, and tensions are high. The economy is going to be hurting. Neither team being really allowed to bank credits. They have to buy in fully every single round, rebuy for these fallen comrades.
Starting to get a bit of a bank. 3,600. They're not
Yeah,
suffering
and-
all that bad.
Yeah, so it's starting to happen here. So right now, if Judge Judies doesn't want to let UT back into this game, they need to stop it now, secure that 12th round, and crush the economy before they start being able to fundraise a revolution. But unfortunately, Unshaken falls early. Still 1:20 left in the round.
You will
Oh,
not
that's...
kill my
Yes,
ally.
that'll be a res. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what you need that early on. Good use of a res. Nothing's... It's not spiraling out of control. You've got it. Boom, buddy. Tossed up and over. And now we're back to net 0, except the round is all the shorter. Yakuza able to make his way out of here. All the way back. Biff knows it's coming, but he doesn't see it. Just unable to line up the crosshair there, and now the blind being prepped by Yakuza, making life so difficult for these defenders, making the retake nearly impossible. Shabu trying to do as much as he can. Go Zigger, go home. Was able to get one, and now Ryun with that heal. Ultimate.
It's a lot here. Gonna make things a lot harder for UT Dallas. I'm sorry for Judge Judies.
Once again. Oh, go Zig!
Oh, that's a massive triple. When it counts.
And now the ultimate Yakuza as well. They're all dead, and that's match point.
Not only match point, but now that's going to be series point, championship point. My goodness. Weeks of Valorant culminating in this. We did not see the 1 seed, the undefeated 6-0 UCB Premier. UBC, letters are hard, I'm not a smart man. We saw the undefeated team uprooted by UT Dallas.
Match point. Series point.
Series point now. Yeah, it's just, this is hell of a tournament. These are not the teams we necessarily expected to be here. Not the way we expected this best of 5 to go, but Judge Judy's showing us why people watch the show for so long, as they are just as equally captivating as that wonderful woman.
Towards mid they go. The aggression. It's worked out before. They're trying to make it work again. Sheriffs. Everybody being that police officer. Go Zig forced off the angle with some of that wall spam. Satchel charge will go up and over. Just causing their life a little bit of pain there. Yeah,
smartly backs off. Doesn't lose too much more health after that initial crossfire, and spends the abilities to buy time and shot.
And Aldolfo rings back with 2 more. Oh,
that's a big equalizer right there.
It's a 3v3. Unshaken, has ultimate, has a showstopper. And this show could come to an end very, very close. Go Zig, forced back by that Cypher information. Does not want to peek out there, as they will see that coming. Nade comes through. Does not really force anything out here. Showstopper comes through from Unshaken. Oh, and he gets Biff, but not before Biff gets 2.
Oh my goodness, what a fantastic
double
jump.
The timing, Unshaken. They're not gonna let him do anything, and Looter secures the championship and over $700 for their bank account. Oh my goodness, it looked so good there, but Biff, that rocket took so long to come into effect that he removed 2, leaving him only in a 1v2 with no hope.
Yeah, that was flashy, but it just took a little too long to get there. And in the meantime, like you said, Biff just does too much damage, and they can't stop the bleeding. Oh goodness, I can't believe there was so much cool stuff that happened in that last round. Like, I can't believe that was such a sick rocket jump.
It's a 3-0 grand finals.
Yeah, and not in the way, 13-9. 13-9 is a hell of a scoreline, that was really close back and forth. The different streaks. No team, I don't believe we saw any more than 4 or 5 rounds being won in a row. It was a constant battle.
And now, well, we have an interview with Ziggy D from Judge Judy's, or Go Zigger Go Home, as he was in the server. That was his little in-game name. Hello, Ziggy. How are you doing? You a little bit pumped?
Oh, yeah, it feels good.
Well, congratulations on your impressive win. I mean, 3-0. It's over. You and your team, you beat out the rest of the circuit to secure $700 in winnings. How do you feel?
Oh, honestly, we're so happy. Like, the last game was getting kind of close. No one wants to play like a 4th game. It's getting like kind of long.
Yeah.
Battle of attrition for sure.
Yeah.
We saw yesterday in the semifinals how dominant you guys were on that defending side of Ascent, 12-0, and we saw even more of that today. Over both days, you guys have dropped a single round on the defense. What's your secret sauce for that much success?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, yesterday was like our 2nd time playing Ascent together, and we just tried a new setup randomly, and it's been working, so I guess we'll stick to it.
Yeah. Well, we saw Haven, in this series go down to the wire. Why do you think that was such a close match? And, what helped you guys pull through that one?
Their T side was really good. Yeah, I don't know. They're a really good ascent team. Their A takes and their C takes. I think we need to get better at finding out what they're trying to do. But yeah, they just played it well. It was a very close game.
We saw a lot of really good splits from him, so yeah, obviously handled it well enough, but always something to learn from.
Yeah, and well, having won this, you now have a nice week off from the promo games until our next tournament on the 18th and 19th. Where you will be entering in as the number 1 seed, fighting against 19 or more teams yet again. Are you looking forward to anything in particular for that tournament?
Yeah, I wanna rematch those UBC guys because we won the circuit without beating them, so it feels
no
kind of
longer-
empty, I guess.
Yeah, and just a little bit of fan question here. What would you like to say to all of those fans and everybody who's supported you guys throughout the circuit? Twitch chat and the likes.
Oh, yeah. I know it's like mostly Looters fan club, but they've been cheering for us too. So thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone indeed, and thank you so much for coming in for this post-victory. Go and do a victory lap. Go and do something. Treat yourself right.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll
you
do.
so much for coming in for this interview.
hour.
All right. Thanks for having me.